Now Sarai, Abram's wife, bore him no children, but she had an Egyptian maidservant, whose name was Hagar. So Sarai said to Abram, "See now, the Lord has restrained me from bearing children. Go in to my maid. Perhaps I shall obtain children by her." Thus Abram obeyed the voice of Sarai. Then Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife, after Abram dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan. So he went in to Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw she had conceived, her mistress became despised in her eyes. Then Sarai said to Abram, "My wrong be upon you. I gave my maid into your embrace, and when she saw she had conceived, I became despised in her eyes. May God judge between you and me." Thus Abram said to Sarai, "Indeed, your maid is in your hand. Do with her as you please." So when Sarai dealt harshly with her, she fled from her presence. Now the angel of the Lord found her by a spring of water in the wilderness, by the spring on the way to Shur. Then he said, "Hagar, Sarai's maid, where have you come from, and where are you going?" She replied, "I am fleeing from the presence of my mistress Sarai." The angel of the Lord then said to her, "Return to your mistress and humble yourself under her hand." Again the angel of the Lord said to her, "I will surely multiply your seed exceedingly, that it may not be counted because of its multitude." Once again the angel of the Lord said to her, "Behold, you are with child, and you shall bear a son. You shall call his name Ishmael, for the Lord has taken notice of your humiliation. He shall be a rustic man, and his hand shall be against every man, and every man's hand against him. He shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren." Then Hagar called the name of the Lord, who spoke to her, "You are the God who sees me." For she said, "I have seen the one who appeared to me face to face." Therefore she called the well of him I saw before me. Observe, it is between Kadesh and Bered.